Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 16 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Dark WA 2000, or is it Dark Wa? I feel like an idiot. Am I an idiot? Yes. So Dark Wa 2000 wants to know, will either of us be auditioning for Big Brother 17? If there is a BB 17, I probably would audition. Mom? Probably
Never.
not. Alright, so if you want to be house guest of the day, send me a private message on YouTube. Alright, so I don't even want to talk about this, but I have to because everyone else is talking about it. Just before I even say it, for the record, I can't even. Alright, so there's a new showmance in town, and it's between Christine and Christine. So yesterday, in the freaking middle of the afternoon, Christine goes into the rock room where Cody and Caleb are asleep. She settles herself down into that last bed next to the wall, and she was loving herself. I don't know. But let me just remind you guys, this is while Cody and Caleb were in the room, as well as all of these cameras, which means the internet was in the room. So like, what? But, which made it even worse. What made it even worse, she sticks out one hand and is signing what some people are saying was ooh, ooh, ooh. You can't make this stuff up. WTF. Christine, what would you say about yourself? Why don't you let us know, Mom? What would she say?
Disgusting!
Okay.
Disgusting!
Now that we have that over with, I'm sorry, everyone was talking about it, I had to. Moving on. Nicole apologized to Frankie yesterday for the whole back pocket comment scandal. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the last few spoilers because this has been going on for a few days now. So she's like, Frankie, I never should have said it. I never should have repeated it in the first place. Right after he said it, I felt so bad. So he was just like, yeah, I know, it's cool. I got so upset when we weren't talking to each other. Maybe you shouldn't have said it in the first place, and then she wouldn't have to repeat it. But anyway, they made up over some fish tacos. Kumbaya, yay. Alright, so Christine was telling Cody how awkward it was to watch Amber and Brittany flirt with him and be all over him. She said that it made her really uncomfortable, and she said, and I quote, "Girls, let's calm down. Be more sly about it, and maybe you'll get some." This is just so ironic because the whole house has been talking about the awkwardness that is Christine and Cody. And it's still going on, and yesterday, freaking Cody was like straddling Christine from behind. It was weird. Everyone felt uncomfortable. Even Caleb was like to Frankie, WTF was that? So, there you go. Alright. Nicole, while all this craziness is going on, is just trying to fight for her BB life in this house. So she started out campaigning to Christine. She pulled her aside in the fire room. This conversation went on for a long time. She was like, I wanted to talk to you first before I talk to the guys so that you don't think I'm being sketchy. So she was like, would you vote for me if there was a tie? Because she's thinking maybe she could get Derek, Cody, and Victoria to vote for her, which would make it 3-3, and then Christine could possibly save her this week. And I'm thinking, like, if you get Derek's vote, you have at least 2 other votes. So the person you really need to talk to is Derek. But anyway, Nicole was like, yeah, I love Donnie, but I gotta, you know, fight for my life in here. And she was saying how it's gonna be really tough for them to get Donnie out because he is like the veto king this season. So Christine is like, well, I want you to stay, but the guys made me put you up this week. She's still sticking with that. So Christine is also denying her wanting to be the last girl in the house. We know you do. But Nicole is like, yeah, if you keep me, you can use me to get out like Frankie, Zach, and Caleb, and then you won't have that blood on your hands, so you could still have those jury votes. And Christine was like telling her, oh yeah, that's a good point, good point. There were lots of That's scary. And Donnie's so scary from Christine. And it kind of seemed like she was thinking maybe we should keep Nicole this week, maybe. So Nicole tells her, think about it, talk to Derek and Cody, we'll talk again, and we'll see where you're at. Not too long after that, Christine was like, I can't remember who she was talking to, but she was just like, Nicole has to go this week. So all of that for nothing. So Nicole continued on the campaign trail. She was talking to Derek. She was telling him all the same points pretty much. And he was like, yeah, I'll vote for you if you can get the votes, but I don't think that Christine would vote for you to stay if there was a tie. So he's basically like, yeah, I'll pretend that I would vote for you, but no. So Derek was telling Christine about his conversation with Nicole. He was like, you know what? It doesn't really matter to me if Nicole or Donnie go this week, so you're the boss. It's up to you this week. We all know that you're in charge, Derek. Don't even joke. So he's like, okay, if we do decide that we're definitely getting rid of Nicole this week, we should tell her as soon as possible so that she can enjoy her last few days in the house. AKA, she'll stop bothering me. I'm on vacation until Thursday. You know that's what he's thinking. So Christine's like, no, I kind of want to blindside Nicole. She wants to keep her on the hook, and I'm assuming that she wants to do this because she's like being a coward about it, and she doesn't want to say like, Nicole, you're going home. I'm hoping it's not because she wants to be a jerk and just blindside Nicole, but Derek is like, no, like, what would you want us to do if it was you in this situation? I mean, we should really tell her so she can just enjoy her last few days. So Christine finally agrees, like, yes, Derek, you can tell Nicole. And you know Derek's freaking loving it because he's got to get those jury votes. So one of the highlights of last night was completely ungame related. It was Jenga! So much fun to watch. So the best group of the night was undoubtedly Donnie, Nicole, and Zach. I'm not even kidding. They were so much fun to watch. I felt like I was there playing with them. Every move, I was just like, it was so exciting, which is kind of sad, but kind of awesome. So hopefully there will be more Jenga games in our future. All right, so Nicole continuing on with her campaigning. Next, she was talking to Cody. She was like, Cody, it would be better for you to keep me this week because Donnie is coming after you and Christine. So why are you going to keep him? And I'm not coming after you. So she was also like, I will be like a meat shield. She didn't use meat shield, but I just love that term. A meat shield against Frankie and Zach because Frankie and Zach are going to go after Nicole before they go after Cody, or at least that's what she's arguing. So Cody's like, well, I don't know. I'm a little worried that if we keep you, you just go after Christine because she put you up. So she's like, no, I swear I'd never do that. I'm going after Frankie and Zach and Caleb. Cody didn't seem convinced. All right, let's talk about a real laugh out loud moment. This was hilarious, even better than Jenga. So Zach and Nicole had been teasing each other all throughout the night. Zach was just saying stupid stuff like, hey Nicole, what do you want for dinner on Friday? Which is mean because Nicole's probably not going to be there on Friday night. But anyway, if you flash back to Wednesday, 3:19 a.m., camera 1, Nicole chases Zach in the backyard, wrestles him to the ground, and shoves Cody's dirty socks into his mouth. And then she freaking flips him over and gives him an atomic wedgie. Atomic in all caps. I mean, woo, she really pulled those bad boys up. I think it was Derek who was just like, oh man, his underwear looked like a t-shirt. For real though, it was insane. I thought I heard his underwear rip. Like, I'm surprised she didn't pull him clean off. It was crazy. Zach was just lying on the floor in embarrassment. Everyone was loving it. It was hilarious. All right, back to the game. Not long after that, Nicole is campaigning to Zach in the beehive room after he's like, you lost my vote for that. So Victoria was also in the room, and Victoria's really been an advocate for Nicole this week. I have to say, she's been fighting for her, and I don't think it's really working, but she's trying. So Zach was like, if you want to vote, you gotta give me all this info. So he still is trying to wrap his brain around what happened last week when he almost got voted out. So he's like, all right, I want to know, you know, what happened. So she starts telling him again how Frankie and Christine initiated the whole plan. They were the ones that were like, Zach needs to go this week. So she went on with that whole thing, blah, 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 blah. And then Nicole was like begging Zach to help her. She was like, you need me. You know you're on the outs too. So like, come on, keep me here and we'll take on everybody else. And she was also like, what am I saying? She was also saying how it would be such a huge move for Zach because Nicole is like basically walking out the door right now, and if he could find a way to keep her in the house, it would be like a Dan Giesling move. It seems like a big persuasive tactic for Nicole is like using Dan Giesling. I don't know. But Zach was like, oh yeah, you're right. So Zach is saying how he's gonna try to come up with a plan and they'll talk again. So Zach leaves the room, he goes to play pool. Nicole and Victoria are still talking. And Victoria's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Derek doesn't really want to keep you, but I can't say why. So Nicole's like, what the hell, just freaking tell me. So she's like, I will tell you a secret about Derek if you tell me why he doesn't want to keep me. So they fight for, not fight, but they bicker for a few minutes about like, you tell me first. Now, what if you tell me and then you don't? So Nicole is finally like, all right, guess what? I've been working with Derek since week 3. And Victoria's just like, what? So she's like, okay, but Derek is a great guy. Don't be mad at him. Because now that Nicole has said this, she doesn't want Victoria to run to Derek and be like, what the hell is this? So she's just telling her, like, it's okay. Like, relax. It's all good. I don't think Victoria told Nicole the reason, unless I missed it. But I don't know. So Victoria left the room. Zach re-enters. He's like, all right, Nicole, I got some information for you. Maybe we could use this somehow. He tells her that the detonators are still working together and they've just been lying to Victoria for the benefit of Derek and Cody. So Nicole's like, okay. So then she's like, well, I got something to tell you. And she reveals to Zach that Cody does not like Zach and wants him to go. He talks a lot of crap about Zach, and I'm pretty sure he was talking crap right when Nicole said this. So Zach is like, oh, really? So he was like, all right, I'll talk to Derek and Cody for you. We'll see what we can do. So then they pull Derek into the beehive room, and again, Derek is like I said, I will vote for you if you have the votes, but I don't think you do. He really doesn't want to keep her. So Derek, Cody, and Zach were in the backyard after that, and Victoria walked out there, and Derek just like freaking sends her away. He's like, us guys need to talk. Can you go away? So I would be so pissed if I was Victoria, and I can't believe that she's just like, okay, and she's not completely like, why am I aligned with you? But anyway, Derek and Cody spend the next few minutes convincing Zach, no, Nicole has to go this week. It's too soon to shake things up in the house. Helen, is that you? Have you stayed in the house since OTIV? I mean, come on. So there wasn't really that much going on today. That happened really late last night. It was like 4 or something in the morning, and people were sleeping all day, of course, so not much going on today. It's eviction eve, and I'm wondering, is somebody going to step up to the plate and tell Nicole that she's going home tomorrow? Because it's looking like Donnie is definitely the one staying. But let me know what you guys think. Does Nicole have a shot? I don't know. Leave it in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.